Today we're going behind the scenes at our favorite taqueria, Sonoratown. It's here in downtown Los Angeles. We first went a few years ago and we fell instantly in love. You won't find better tacos than this anywhere in the world, even in Mexico. The secret is their flour tortillas. They are incredible, made with Sonoran flour from Mexico. They're super buttery, made with lard. Can't even describe it, you'll have to taste it for yourself. After we see how the tortillas are made, then we're gonna go to the shop. We're gonna try all their signature dishes, including the chivichanga and the caramelo. Let's go. Hop on in. As Sonoratown's popularity grew, so did the demand for tortillas. Now their production is located off-site. Today we're meeting up with one of the founders of Sonoratown, Jen, who opened the taqueria together with her boyfriend Teo, who grew up in Sonora, Mexico. Jen shared some of their tortilla secrets with us.
Yeah, so before we were bringing flour from my boyfriend's hometown in Sonora every 2 weeks.
Okay.
We took that flour blend and chopped it out to, I think, 3 or 4 different mills that are here in the United States and asked them if there was a way that we could get sort of the chemical makeup of that flour and then do our best to make a dummy flour made of different flours that would be blended together to have the same qualities and properties as the kind that we were bringing over. And this is the closest blend that we've been able to find so far.
It's such a good thing going on. You have quite the production line here.
Yes. We're really lucky. Got the best people, the best team, the best crew.
Dream team.
Mm-hmm.
So you cook it on the griddle here.
Yeah, and those griddles are super hot. They get up to, I think, 500 degrees.
Okay.
But you want these speckles. You want it to cook up in all these little beautiful blistered spaces.
Yeah, because when it inflates, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. You want all of the little cooked bits.
Yeah.
Because it also varies the texture and the mouthfeel and all that.
Uh-huh. So this is to help them cool down so that you can package them up?
Yeah, because if we packed them straight off of the griddle there, they'd go gummy again because they would create their own heat and condensation. And so it would affect the flavor and the texture. And I know that not a lot of places use lard in their tortilla, and so I'm sure that affects things in a big way also. Yeah. We also use a touch of baking powder, just like a pinch.
As fresh as it gets. Woo! It's so hot. I can barely hold it. Wow. Woo! Steaming. It was so good.
The whole reason we wanted to open this spot, because we couldn't find tortillas like this.
We're heading from the tortilleria to the taco shop. Time to eat some tacos. Sonoratown's first location opened in the fashion district of Downtown L.A. in 2016. We're not the only ones who love their tacos. Sonoratown is so popular that they're opening a second Los Angeles location later this year.
Northern Mexico prefers flour tortillas to corn because of the influence of the Spanish. That's also why carne asada is so popular in northern Mexico. It's actually not something that is original to Mexico, beef or cattle farming. Same thing with wheat. The Spanish brought wheat to Mexico about 500 years ago. And thank goodness they did, because so many really beautiful Mexican traditions came out of it. And Teo, since I'd met him, had taken me to this location, taqueria in his hometown that was his and his sister's favorite, called Asadero Campas. Anytime anybody went to San Luis to visit family, they had to come back with a hielera full of these Asadero Campas tacos. And so we'd heat it back up and be like, oh my God, these are so good. And when I first met him, it was in the first month I met him, he's like, I'm gonna make my own tacos just like this one day in LA, because there's nothing like it. Sometimes you love something, but you don't know if everyone else is gonna love it the same way that you do. But luckily, we were right about this, that people would love it. We use a grill that is the kind that you would have at an outdoor barbecue. You're probably very familiar with it, a charcoal grill. It's basically just a cavity, just a vessel to hold mesquite carbon. And we use mesquite carbon that's imported from Sonora, Mexico, because everything's got to pass over that mesquite grill. So we can only go as fast as fire, which is one of the oldest methods of cooking ever. I think originally, and like my first love would be the steak taco. It's the whole reason we wanted to even start this restaurant at all. So that's my passion. We do costilla de res as our carne asada. So we combine 2 cuts of meat in order to get as close to the style of cut that you would get there in Mexico, and then we dice them very, very, very finely. So you're getting a little bit of fat and a little bit of meat in each bite, because fat is where the flavor is, especially when you're cooking with wood fire. You want fat because that's what's gonna soak up that beautiful mesquite wood flavor.
I'm hungry. I think we have to get some food now.
Let's eat! Taco de carne asada, costilla de res. The caramelo with chorizo and poblano chili. And the caramelo is a larger sort of style. It's a hybrid of a taco and a quesadilla, right? And then we top it with Monterey Jack cheese and pinto beans. But then it's getting all the same toppings as the taco. So the shredded cabbage, it's getting the chile árbol salsa, and the cooling avocado puree. The chicken chimichanga. It's a small burrito filled with a guisado, or a stew, of shredded chicken, grilled Anaheim chilies, fire roasted tomatoes, and cheeses, spices, all cooked together, cooked down into a stew, and then rolled up into one of our medium-sized tortillas, and then thrown onto the grill. That last bit adds the grill marks and perfumes the burrito, so the inside is juicy and flavorful, and the outside is a little bit smoky.
The chivi, it's like a little baby burrito. So cute.
The burrito 2.0 is a luxury burrito, right? It's all of our best. It's got the chiltepín salsa, chunky guacamole that we make only for the burrito. And then I like to do it with the grilled steak, the carne asada, the costilla de res, and it's also getting Monterey Jack cheese and pinto beans.
The burrito. Oh. Burrito 2.0 is the second iteration of the best burrito they can think of, but honestly, I don't know how it can get better than this. It's so good. It's sweet, salty. The meat is fatty, smoky. It's like wrapped in this buttery hug. So much good flavor packed in here. I think this is my favorite right now. Luckily, you can try some of everything. Can't go wrong. You also have to try some of the aguas frescas when you're here. This one is cucumber, lime, mint, and chia. It's like limeade. This one is watermelon. That one's a little more sweet. The coco horchata, coconut horchata. This one's my favorite. So creamy. Perfect with spicy food. If you like our work, support us on Patreon, where we also have a food community called The Hungries. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more food and travel videos. And be sure to follow us on Instagram at Andershusa and Carnivore. Thanks for watching!